They always say when you are in the company of young, you become young. So I have become young and I'm going back to my college days. So let's first do a hip hip hooray. Ready? It should be louder than what I am speaking. All right. Hip hip. Hip hip. Louder. Hip hip. Even the parents should be doing it. They are proud that their children, their students, their sons and daughters have got such good awards. Anyway. Before I proceed further, let me thank Brother Justice Oak, who wanted me to come here last year, but somehow it could not be coordinated, so I missed out. Then this year also he was, after going back to Bombay, he was continuously messaging me that, Vikram, you have to come to this Maharashtra National Law University at Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. And Justice Varale, who's been my bench partner for a long time, and we have had very good times together. Now the Chancellor of this university, he has also been continuously asking for a date. Ultimately, it was today's date which was fixed, and I'm here. And I feel very proud and privileged to be addressing this convocational address of the 4th convocation of this university. It gives me great joy to be with you on this very important day in your lives. A convocation is not only a ceremony of degrees. It is a covenant of trust. Society places its confidence in you today because law is the discipline by which we preserve liberty, resolve conflict, and order our common life with dignity. I congratulate each one of you on this milestone. I also congratulate your families, friends, and teachers whose steady support brought you here. You arrive here after years of study, examinations, internships, moots, and late nights that only those who have lived them can understand. Allow me to begin with a simple assurance. You are ready. You are ready not because you know all the answers, but because your legal education has taught you how to ask the right questions, how to listen with patience, and how to reason with fairness. It has trained you to read the record carefully, to test assumptions, and to find the principle that holds the facts together. It has shown you how to separate what is vital from what is merely noisy and to translate complexity into clear and honest words. It has taught you to see both sides, to stand your ground when the reasons support it, and to change your mind when better reasons appear. It has asked you to work with others, to accept responsibility, and to act with integrity even when no one is watching. I am sure many of you have already made plans about your careers. I will talk about your careers a little later. Others are undecided. Some will walk into courtrooms, some will walk into boardrooms, some will enter the service of the judiciary. None of these paths is lesser. Each is a distinct way of serving the Constitution. Each calls for excellence, character, and stamina. All I want to say to you today is that once you choose a path, give it your best. There should be no half assurance. There should be no half measures. Whatever choice you end up making, just make sure you pursue it with your full conviction. Since we are speaking of paths, let me tell you the story of my journey in law. I did not set out to be a lawyer. Circumstances began my journey. In my family, this profession has been for today now 125 years. My grandfather became a vakil in those good days of 1900. Then he continued to practice for about 50 years. In the meantime, his eldest son, my Tauji, my father's eldest brother, who was 22 years older to him, he came into the profession in 1930s. Then my father joined the profession in 1959. Now, I am 4 brothers and sisters. Like, I have 2 younger brothers and an elder sister. So my parents always thought that I was not the right person to enter this profession, because this profession requires somebody who is street smart. They always thought me to be very simple. My brother number 2 was slated to become a lawyer, but destiny didn't want it that way. I tried my best. I was studying science, physics and mathematics, and I wanted to become an engineer, enter the merchant navy. I tried my best. I gave all the entrance examinations, but failed. Was very disappointed then. Anyway, I joined the university. Then I thought I will appear for some competitions or maybe go into teaching. Then something happened and everything changed. And then my father wanted me to become a lawyer. So I said, no, I'm not interested. So he somehow managed pressures from all my friends and relatives whom I was close to, that no, please accept this. And then that is the time I, under great, not I would say coercion, but great influence of all my close friends and family, I decided to join law. I joined the law, did my 3-year course. Then where to practice was the question. So my father wanted me to practice in the district courts, where we had a established seat and he had a lot of work. Nobody had gone to the High Court from my family. I was married before I was enrolled as a lawyer, child marriage. Then my wife said, no, nothing doing. You have to practice in the High Court, otherwise not in the district courts. So a lot of debate went on in the family between my wife and my father. Ultimately, you know who succeeded, and I went to the High Court. Now, High Court was a huge place where there were thousands of lawyers, and my father would always say that it is always better to serve in hell than to serve in heaven. But I got a good chamber. My senior, Mr. V.K.S. Chaudhary, and his son, Mr. Yateen Singh, both of them accepted me in their chamber. I used to work with them. And then, with sheer hard work, total dedication, and focusing totally on my profession once I had accepted it, without any misgivings or without any, half-hearted this thing, total full throttle, I came into this profession. And I will tell you later sometime, we used to work for 18 to 20 hours every day with a sleep of 4 to 5 hours, and rest of the time would go in the chambers or at home working in office. Anyway, whatever it is, rest is history. As you see, I am standing here before you. I was not so lucky or fortunate to have attended a national law university and participated in such 5-year law courses which are so comprehensive and give you so much of not only theoretical knowledge but practical knowledge also. You do moot courts, you do internships, you travel abroad for internships. Everything is there. I feel jealous. Maybe I would have done it then. Then law was considered to be, second grade. Nobody would go into studying law. And a lawyer had no market of marriage. No landlord would give his house on rent to a lawyer. No bank would give loan to a lawyer. Today it is very different. Today your CLAT examination is tougher than JEE. Correct? Say yes? Good. So now let me recite a small poem by Robert Frost. Maybe some of you have heard it. He was an American poet, winner of Pulitzer Prize, 1874 to 1963. You know which poem is this? Correct, somebody said it. The Road Not Taken. You want me to read it? Yes. You see, the management here has given me 40 minutes to speak. I was asking them 20 minutes. So for 40 minutes, I will have to do something. And you have to listen to this poem. It's a beautiful poem and gives you a very good message. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler long as I stood, and look down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. That has made all the difference. Now, let me talk about the first generation lawyers who are very apprehensive as to whether they should go into litigation or what should they do. They should take up some corporate this thing or join a law firm. So all those who wish to join the litigation, you may have heard that the path to success is long, the hours unpredictable, and the monetary returns are quite less at the start. All of this is true. First generation lawyers in particular face a steeper climb. They may not inherit libraries, client lists, or chambers, yet they can inherit something sturdier than any of these. They can inherit the right habits. Preparation is the first habit. Master the facts, the procedure, and the relief you seek. Write your arguments with care. Index your files. Presence is the second habit. Show up on time. Bring courtesy to every interaction. Be ready to assist not only your client, but also the court. In the early years, the matters entrusted to you may appear small, but you must remember that there are no small matters when someone's life, liberty, or livelihood is at stake. Perform these small tasks perfectly, and your reputation will compound over time. Integrity is the third habit. Let your word become your bond. Say only what you can. Defend tomorrow. Do not promise what you cannot deliver, and always be steadfast on your morals. First generation lawyers should always be brave and patient. Networks can be built one helpful act at a time. You should offer your assistance without calculation. Learn from every senior who gives you even a minute. Treat your juniors with the respect once you craved. You must persist with patience. A day will come when your name is called, not because it is familiar, but because it is trusted. To those who are choosing to build a career outside the courtroom, in corporate practice, policy making, academia, or in-house roles, my message to you is one of respect and expectation. Your choices are legitimate and your responsibilities are real. So bring rigor and courage to them, and you will strengthen the rule of law in our country. By choosing these paths, I believe you desire a different rhythm of life than those who have chosen litigation as their career, as you wish to plan your days and your families with greater predictability. And I certainly respect your choice. One should choose the environment in which you can do your best work and be your best self. What matters is not the label on your visiting card. What matters is the standard you set for your work. Many amongst you will be hoping to join the judiciary. I wholeheartedly encourage that aspiration. The judiciary needs people who choose it as a calling from the very beginning. It needs minds that find purpose in patient listening and careful reasoning. It needs hearts that can carry responsibility without fear and a conscience that does not bend when the easy answer tempts. If you feel that pull, begin now and treat every step as part of a lifetime of service. And I must say that judiciary aspirants must not place a ceiling over their ambitions. The path from a first posting as a civil judge to the higher courts of our country, including the Supreme Court, is real. It is walked by those who work with consistency, decide with fairness, and persevere when the days are long. There is room at the highest level of judiciary for talent that is passionate, steady, and honest, and the judiciary standing in society rises when it is served by people who choose it as a calling and bring patience, rigor, and integrity to the profession. That passion deepens public confidence in the rule of law and constitution. How many of you enjoy poetry? Urdu, Shairi? Raise your hands. No. Young students, young aspirants in the setting up their new careers, not into music and poetry. Anyway, develop that. Love for music and poetry. It's very soothing and very relaxing. Anyway, I do hear to a lot of Hindi poetry, Urdu poetry, and also English poetry. So I will recite one small poem by Allama Iqbal, which tells you that whatever you are doing today is not the end. There is always something beyond that. सितारों से आगे जहाँ और भी है, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी हैं. तही ज़िंदगी से नहीं ये फ़ज़ाएँ, यहाँ सैकड़ों कारवां और भी हैं. कनात न कर आलम रंग ओ बू पर, चमन और भी आशियाँ और भी हैं. अगर खो गया एक नशेमन तो क्या गम, मकामात ए आहो फुगा और भी हैं. तू शाहीन है, परवाज़ है, काम तेरा, तेरे सामने आसमां और भी हैं. इसी रोज़ और शब में उलझ कर न रह जा, कि तेरे ज़मा व मकां और भी हैं. समझ में आया? नहीं? You want to be translated in English? Because I know you have students here from all over the country. Somebody may not be understanding Urdu or Hindi. You want an English version of that? Yes? All right. So there is no need to be sad if you fail in one aspect of life. You can dream again. You can love again, and you can try again. Just be brave and excited to face it all. There is a world of challenges and possibility that awaits. Even if emptiness seems to be all around, remember that world is made of all solid, real things. You will not be lonely. You can meet people and make connections. This unpleasant and hurtful air around you is not forever. Remember that. There are more gardens and homely places you can find. Just be adventurous and explore. It is hurtful to lose one homely, secure place. True, but why be sad? There are more places you can find. In new home, we can find our place to cry, sigh, laugh, love, and trust again. You are like an eagle that is born to fly. Don't give up or get scared or disheartened easily. That limitless sky is ready and awaiting you again. Don't be lost and entangled in the same day, in same pain, in vain memory of past. Endeavor into the new time and towards new places. So all of you, irrespective of the choices you make in your careers, should make a promise today to help build a legal fraternity that respects legitimate differences and that measures success not by volume or visibility, but by integrity and impact. You have chosen different paths, yet you share one foundation, which is Maharashtra National Law University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Clap for your college. Yes. From this day, your name will appear beneath opinions, notices, briefs, and contracts. Your signature will travel to places your feet may never go. Carry that privilege with humility and with courage. A law degree is not merely a credential. It is a public trust. It gives you a voice in rooms where language is power and precision is mercy. That trust demands confidence without arrogance, ambition without opportunism, and conviction without contempt. Uncertainty is not the enemy of a legal career. It is its natural habitat. Learn to be steady within it and embrace uncertainty, and you will find success. With that trust and that voice comes the responsibility. This is the point at which I must speak of duty and of the rights that depend upon it. There is a teaching in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 24. The verse reads, Utsi de yurume loka na kurya karma chedaham. Sankarasya cha karta syamu upa hanya mimah prajah. The translation is as follows. If I cease to act, these worlds will perish. I would be the cause of confusion and the destruction of these people. In the Gita, action is not a choice that can be postponed. Action is a discipline that holds order together. What is true for the universe is also true for institutions. When each part performs its duty, the whole remains steady. When duty is abandoned, disorder enters quietly and then spreads. Courts falter when counsel forget their duty to assist the court. Corporations stumble when lawyers forget their duty to law and to society. The bench loses its compass when reasons yield to rhetoric. Duty is not an abstraction. It is the advocate who prepares with care and speaks with candor. It is the in-house counsel who insists on fair contracts and truthful reporting. It is the policy lawyer who drafts rules that can be followed by real people in real time. It is the judge who explains the path from facts to conclusions in clear language. When these daily duties are honored, rights do not need to plead. They arrive as a natural consequence of honest work. Our Constitution speaks in the language of rights, but it breathes through the daily practice of duty. As you exercise this trust, there is one duty that steadies every other, and it is humility. In our profession, humility is not weakness. As legal professional, you must have the humility to always learn more, to always respect your colleagues, and to always be humble with the power you acquire through this profession. Authority in law is always held in trust and never owned. Humility keeps us open to correction, protects us from error, and strengthens public confidence. Practiced every day, it is not only a virtue, it is a professional duty and a sure path to lasting success. There's a very good poem by Gopal Das Neeraj. He was Padma Shri awardee and Padma Bhushan in 2007. 1925 to 2018, he passed away recently. I will not read the whole poem, but just one paragraph of it on dharma. जिन मुश्किलों में मुस्कुराना हो मना, उन मुश्किलों में मुस्कुराना धर्म है. फिर से बताता हूँ. जिन मुश्किलों में मुस्कुराना हो मना, उन मुश्किलों में मुस्कुराना धर्म है. जिस वक्त जीना गैर मुमकिन सा लगे, उस वक्त जीना फ़र्ज़ है इंसान का. लाजिम लहर के साथ है तब खेलना, जब हो समुंदर पे नशा तूफ़ान का. जिस वायु का दीपक बुझाना ध्येय हो, उस वायु में दीपक जलाना धर्म है. उस वायु में दीपक जलाना धर्म है. Now coming towards the conclusion, I want to end today's address with the energy that you deserve at the beginning of your professional lives. I want to remind you that youth and uncertainty are not burdens, they are fuel. The thrill you feel today, the mixture of excitement, doubt, and possibility is telling you something important. It is telling you that you are alive to your time. Do not allow the travails of the legal world overwhelm you. No one begins at the summit. The view from the foothills is beautiful when you look up with curiosity and climb with patience. I have always believed that you must work hard when you must, and you must also learn to enjoy life while you do the hard work. Make room in your life for family, for art, for sport, and even for silence. A life in the legal sphere is long. It should also be generous and joyous. You must believe in the beauty of your dreams. Your dreams are not naive. They are directional. If your dream is to be a senior advocate who is admired and respected by all, then pursue that dream with discipline and grace. If your dream is to become a partner in a big law firm, then pursue that dream with imagination and integrity. And if your dream is to be a part of the judiciary to ensure fairness in society, then pursue that dream with humility and courage. The world you are about to enter will test you. Allow it to enlarge you. Go forward with confidence and kindness. Your country awaits your service. Your future awaits your embrace. Congratulations and thank you.